Our conference today is titled Supporting the African American Learner, Transforming Beliefs, Systems, and Practices for Black Students. And what we're going to focus on today is how educators of color can help bring that promise forward.
As you get ready to go through this conference, y'all, think about your assignment. We all are doing the same work, but we're doing it in different ways. Some of y'all in the classroom, some of y'all doing policy, some of y'all in the boardrooms. Think of your assignment. Don't let nobody throw you off of your game. It's gonna be hard, but let me tell you, family, we can do hard things. Right. Welcome to CASA's Roundup 2025. On behalf of Berkeley Unified, on behalf of this Black woman superintendent. All right. I hope you have an amazing conference.
I'm grateful for all of you and what you all are doing, because we know it's more than a notion. Education is tougher than it's ever been. Not because we can't do this, but because of all the barriers and obstacles that we face. And I'm so proud of you and grateful for all of you. And I believe that we will continue to make great things happen for Black students, for Latino students, for students of color, for low-income students, and for every single student in the great state of California. Thank you so much for all that you do. And I look forward to what comes out of today.
We have to change the way we teach, because too often we still use what my friend Roland Clark called the cemetery method of teaching. You know the cemetery method? Line them up in rows, keep them as still as possible, talk at them for an hour or so and hope they got it. Right? Faith-based instruction. Let's pray they got it this time. No.
We get this so backwards. When it comes to, as Pedro talked about, we want athletes, we know how to find them. Right? We find them in the 8th grade and tell them how great they are. We find them in the 9th grade and say, you know what, you can see you start from quarterback for us in 4 years. We will see them when they're athletes, but why don't we see them for their genius to become educators? So I maintain we have to engage HBCUs, and I'm not talking about just one-time visits, but I'm saying ongoing partnerships that impresses upon these young people the power and the potential of being educators in classrooms.
And so often when school districts say to me, Travis, come help us think about a recruitment program, and they're shiny and they're nice and people will fund them, I often say, first I'd like to invite you to think about a Black teacher retention program, because thinking about retention is the hard work. The recruitment stuff is external facing, right? Fly down to Georgia, get my son to become a teacher at some point and have him come back to the Bay Area, right? I mean, that's easy. But if you think about that's a magnifying glass, right? Let's go out and try to find these people, right? But it's the mirror, the retention that invites you to say, well, what's happening? Which schools are Black teachers leaving?
This is usually the part in my workshops or presentations where I talk about systems change. I am a systems change girly. Anyone who's ever heard me talk knows that I'm a big believer in the transformation that is possible when we are able to critically interrogate and design against conditions that hold inequities in place year after year, decade after decade within a system. But given everything that I just shared, systems change on its own cannot undo the deep inequities that are in the K-12 schooling system, because the very schooling itself was never built for Black students and Black teachers to thrive, right? Its very architecture in the US was designed to assimilate, control, and to stratify the population. And this is not to liberate it. That means that, fixing the conditions inside the existing school system, whether that be tweaking the policies, shifting the practices, reforming the resource flows, it may improve some of the outcomes and it may soften some of the harms, but overall these changes really just operate within a system that is designed to marginalize and exclude. We cannot course correct a system whose DNA is racial hierarchy. And that has always been the premise.
The brilliant minds exist within our Black male youth. They're looking to do something entrepreneurial. They're looking to do something that requires creativity and their imagination. And then we ask them to go in the classroom and just teach some standards that allows for very little creativity. But you tell them, I need to recruit you because I want you to transform this space that you're coming into. I want to recruit you to teaching because want you to erect a parallel space within this school, create a black school within a white school, and see how they respond to that.
And so our classroom experiences need to be more like that, need to be more interactive, more engaging, more applied, more relevant, because if we want our students to be problem solvers, critical thinkers, creatives, which is the kinds of skills they're going to need, then we're going to have to do things differently.
I go into schools, you all know this, I see classrooms where sometimes I think that the paraprofessional is the teacher, and that the teacher is the paraprofessional. Because the paraprofessional oftentimes knows how to connect with students, is much more culturally connected with students, has relationships, knows the parents, is part of the community. And here's the data. We have about close to 100,000 people who are paraprofessionals in school. About 12% of them are black. So they're already in the schools. They know our students. They understand curriculum. Many of them can out-teach the teachers that they are supposed to be helping. So if we just had half of those teachers, just half of them, got the support to go on to become teachers, that would be 5,000 new black teachers right there.
When we started this journey at 8:30 this morning, and it's now just about 2:30, that is like a regular school day on a Saturday. So you guys need to give yourselves a big round of applause. These are challenging times, but we're never going to, like Dr. Howard said, we're not going to have tears, and we're not going to take our ball and go home. We're just going to continue to stand up and do what's right, continue to advocate, fight for our kids. And again, today's topic was about creating and supporting teacher pipelines. So I hope that you have the knowledge and the information that you need to take this work forward, and we will be hitting a new topic at our annual conference. So again, thank you all. Please drive safely, and everyone have a great, great day at work on Monday.